G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Draw with Jazza. I'm Jazza and this video is the long-awaited announcement of the winners of the September 2015 Animation Challenge of the Month. Now before we jump into the announcements, make sure to go vote on the theme of the next Challenge of the Month. We're going to be back to the art challenges, and to celebrate Halloween at the end of October, we're going to be building our own monster. So make sure to click the link in the description and add your votes to the different options, and the winning aspects of all of the different poll options will result in the creature that you guys will be representing next month. So that should be some fun. Back to this Challenge of the Month, the theme of the 2015 and first ever animation challenge was called Dramatic Death, where participants were required to animate over 60 frames a death of a character of some sort. And even though this was the first ever animation challenge on Draw with Jazza, the response has been absolutely astonishing, with over 300 entries, all animated specifically for this challenge. So huge thank you to our participants, and the entries are amazing, and I can't showcase them all in this video, but I made a compilation video showing every single one of them, which you're really missing out if you don't go watch that video. In fact, I'm just gonna head off for a second and give you a bit of a preview, and you can just click on over and go watch it because it's awesome. Epic, huh? I've made a playlist which I've linked to in the description, entailing all of the entries of the participants, so if you're interested in some in particular, you can go check out their channels. Otherwise, make sure to go watch that compilation video of all of them put together, and remember, of course, you can watch and rate on NEWGROUNDS.com. This Challenge of the Month has by far been the most difficult judging role I've ever had to take on. It has been so difficult because I can tell how much work has gone into each and every one of these, and it is really, really hard to pin it down to a few in the end. So I hope you understand that I've made the best choices possible. I apologize for not being able to showcase and mention everyone personally, but I am incredibly grateful for all of your entries. The Challenge of the Month was divided into two sections, a beginner category and then the main category. The beginner category was something that people would opt into if they have very little or no experience with animation. This enabled people who are trying animation for the first time, or who are very new and inexperienced to animation, to be on a level playing field with other entrants to this competition. So I'm going to start off by showing a few of these beginner category entries that stood out to me, and then announce the two finalists and the winner to the beginning category of the Animation Challenge of the Month. Beginning with an animation by Jeremy using hand-drawn traditional style animation, which is refreshing to see and really well done. Marcus created a piece called Arrow to the Knee. At age 15, he has effective use of tweens for motion. Ren created a piece called Falling, with some very clever angle changes and motion in the characters. Now we've arrived to our two finalists, beginning with Maria with a piece called Not Fast Enough, where each frame was drawn in Photoshop and compiled into the animation using Monkey Jam stop motion software. And Philippe, who created a piece called Pew Pew Death. This piece was animated on an Android mobile app with a very impressive outcome for his first animation. Fantastic work. These two finalists, Maria and Philippe, will be receiving my Animation Foundation course, available at JAZZA'Studios.com. My Animation Foundation covers frame-by-frame animation, tween animation, hybrid animation, and goes through a whole bunch of different character animation segments, breaking it down and simplifying the process in a way that's easy to understand in all different animation programs and approaches, while highlighting and explaining the 12 principles of animation. The video course spans over 10 hours and is transcribed into English and able to be translated into your own native language. So make sure to check your emails, guys, to get your free copy. And now we have arrived to the announcement of the winner of the beginner category. And the winner is Alex, creating a piece called Nerissa's Fate, based on the original telling of The Little Mermaid, with the ending where the character dies, with fantastic use of colour and shadow to convey the setting sun, and ambitious water and liquid effects, with constant frame by frame and tricky animation happening throughout. Congratulations, Alex. You will be receiving a signed How to Draw book by Christopher Hart, the best-selling How to Draw author, along with a Stillman & Byrne hardbound 5.5 by 8.5 Epsilon series sketchbook. I'm going to draw a picture in the first page of that sketchbook and sign it for you and send all that stuff over to you, and you'll also be receiving a copy of my brand new course, JAZZA'S Animation Foundation. Now we arrive to the animation showcase, where I get to show you guys some of the ones that really stood out to me. Unfortunately, I can't give prizes to everyone, and this showcases a whole bunch of people that have done an amazing job, but I can't really give a prize to. So my apologies, but I'm hoping that everyone watching this is as impressed and entertained with your entries as I was. Beginning with Aiden, who uses clean, simple shapes and effective, smooth motion. Gogden created the most epic kick in the groin I have ever seen and uses some great drama and angles. John's piece, Doughboy Death, cleverly incorporates his hand with the animated character on paper to convey this death scene. Muhammad animated an electrifying kill move with smooth action and camera emphasis. Clayton created a topical and hilarious depiction of Donald Trump with his heart being ripped through his mouth. Nathan created a visually appealing drama shot of a dying girl with some great follow-through animation, particularly in the hair. Tariq shows us that with simple shapes and tweens we can create loads of impact and weight with some smooth and cleverly created tween animation. Alexander created a simple but well-drawn and extremely smooth kill shot. Daniel's animation is clean with cute characters and clever use of foreshortening to add impact to the moment of death. Simon created subtle character acting with his smooth frame-by-frame animation in his character death. Sora used some intense frame-by-frame motion in this extreme animation of a kick in the balls. There's something quite visceral about a kick in the balls. Annie's animation has beautiful style to the characters and of course remains true to the theme of a dramatic death. Thomas's animation is cute and simple with clean art and clever animation and execution. Torkill animated a headshot with great expression and liquid animation, with some really nicely done frame-by-frame animation as well. Thomas uses a beautiful art style with simple, clean and fluid animation. Now we've arrived to a group of finalists for the Animation Challenge of the Month. All of these following finalists will receive a free copy of my new Animation Foundation course. Beginning with David, who created an exhilarating sword fight finale with some extreme frame-by-frame action and motion. Tara Graphica has a beautiful art style in this animation with fluid camera and character movement and really nice texture throughout the animation. Emilio's entry uses frames drawn in Photoshop and uses great effects and sense of space and impact. Joshua's character style is extremely dynamic with some brilliant emphasis on body movement and shape. Kim created a hand-drawn traditional animation on paper compiled in Monkey Jam, which is very difficult and tedious to do and really well done. Henry's animation has a really cool art style and some awesome transition motion in the face in the moment of death. Mustafa's animation has a wonderful sense of impact and some fluidity in the character's motion. Hazia animated a dying Spartan with a pseudo 3D effect so effective I didn't believe it wasn't rotoscoped until I watched his animation stages video on his channel. A lot of work has gone into it and it's very impressive and he's done a great job. Now we have arrived to the runner-up of the Animation Challenge of the Month. And the winner of the runner-up prize is Terry, who uses the 12 principles of animation extremely effectively with some great character poses, motion and impact, and some follow-through and easing used incredibly well throughout. Congratulations, Terry. You're going to be receiving a copy of the art compilation book 21 Draw, which is a really nice art book with a whole bunch of different art styles, and the creators of this book have just launched their brand new Kickstarter campaign for their next 21 Draw book, of which I'm happy to let you know I will be a part of. I really enjoy the 21 Draw book, and when they asked me to join in the next one, of course I was happy to jump on board, and quite flattered too because the people in this book are incredible artists. Terry will also be receiving receiving a Stillman & Byrne Epsilon Series 9x12 wire-bound sketchbook, an elite sketchbook that is my favourite to draw in personally, with the front page of the sketchbook drawn on and signed by me, and you'll also be receiving an item of your choice from the JAZZA'S Studios shop. And then finally, last but absolutely not least, we have arrived to the winner of the first ever Draw with Jazza Animation Challenge of the Month. And the first prize goes to Emmanuel, who animated a piece of a piranha attempting to eat a fish, and though the artist didn't get time to add colour, the characters are drawn exceptionally well, with a solid feel and secondary action heavily present, with subtleties and extremities captured astonishingly, such as weight and the weightlessness of the water carrying body parts and gross bits up after the death impact, and of course the expressions constantly changing and present with intricate and carefully crafted frame-by-frame detail, and the list goes on. Congratulations, Emmanuel. You will be receiving a Wacom Intuos Pro Medium. The Wacom Intuos Pro is an amazing high-end digital tablet for artists, and if you're interested in checking out more awesome Wacom products, make sure to click the link on the screen and in the description. You'll also be receiving a bunch of custom Photoshop brushes by Kyle T. Webster and an item of your choosing from the JAZZAstudios.com shop. So ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of the first ever animation competition. I am so grateful to everyone who entered. I had a blast watching all the entries. It took ages to get them all together and judge them because this was so hard, but man, the outcome is cool. So I'm so proud of everyone for entering. Thank you for participating. Once again, go watch the compilation and go vote on next month's Art Challenge of the Month. The challenges of the month will go back to being monthly art competitions, so not animation, but once a year I plan on doing another animation competition, so you animators have something exciting to look forward to in that. But until that time rolls around, or at least until next week when I announce the next Art Challenge of the Month, I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel to see new content every week. Check out more of my stuff by clicking the annotations over there. If you want to support my work and get a few goodies for yourself, head over to my store for archives, ebooks, and get yourself something nice. If you're looking for a great place to collaborate, explore, or share your own content, head over to NEWGROUNDS.com. That's it for now, and until next time, see you later.